Buenas tardes, mi gente bonita. Good afternoon, my beautiful people. So today I am finally doing, well, I did it before, so I guess I'm refilming this video. But I told you guys that I was going to be filming a life update and was going to have you guys send me questions to answer. So I had filmed this video, but I got a new phone and I had filmed it on my old phone, so I had to send my old phone back and then my iCloud couldn't back it up. But anyways, long story short, I'm remaking this video. I'm just answering some questions from a bit ago that you guys sent to me on Instagram. I'm gonna go ahead and link my Instagram down below and my Snapchat. If you guys don't already follow me, please go follow me. Anyways, I want to say thank you for everyone who has been supporting me, liking my videos, sharing my videos, watching my videos. Like, I can't stress how much I am grateful for everyone who is supporting me and just, you know, has been asking me as well, like, what's next, you know, like that really motivates me to want to put more content out there because you guys are asking me what's next, you know. So I'm just gonna drink some Modelo's with you guys and answer some questions. So let's get right into it. But first, let me drink some of this. Cheers, girls, guys, whoever's watching. Cheers. Hella cold. Whew. Okay. So I'm gonna get started. As you guys have seen my past few videos, obviously you guys have seen that I've been going through some shit, you know, and I really appreciate everybody who has been there for me and supporting me through everything and just checking up on me, like, hey Luz, how are you doing today, you know. I really appreciate it because some days I don't even know how I'm doing myself. Like, I'll sit there and I'm like, what were you supposed to be doing right now? Or like, I can't find motivation to do things sometimes. It's just a part of me finding myself again. Yeah, anyways, let's get into these questions because these will spill a lot of my secrets. Well, not secrets, but my life. Off with this question right here. How the hell do you straighten your hair? So I get that question a lot. I have this really good straightener. I honestly don't even know the name of it, but I'll go ahead and link it down below, and at the end of the video I'll go grab it and show you guys what straightener it is. But I have curly hair. Everybody knows this, and I literally don't take that long to straighten it because the straightener is really good. Like, I go over it once and I'm good. So I'll link that down below because everyone that has used that straightener loves that straightener, and everyone, my sister always tells me, just give it to me, and I'm like, well, what the hell am I going to straighten my hair with? It's a little bit on the pricier side, but honestly it's worth it. It's worth every single dime. The next question is, how did you choose your daughter's name? So my daughter was planned. We had planned on having a baby, so we had thought about names before we even knew we were pregnant. I have all these letters because Robert was in placement camp at the time, and so we would write letters to each other back and forth, and we would have so much time to just think about names because we would be writing them down as well, so we would know what we liked and what we didn't like. And I was actually the one who suggested Liana, but I had suggested it Liana, and then he liked it, but he just didn't like the spelling. So then we just went back and forth with the name, and we would like say the names out loud and like just pretend that we were talking to a kid named so and so, you know. So if we had a boy, we knew we were gonna name him Robert, so that wasn't ever like something that we ever like talked about because we already knew. And so the baby girl, he decided on Liana, and he just fell in love with the name, but he was the one who picked the spelling out for it as well. So we spell it Leanna, and so that we had loved that name. We were decided on that name, but then when I was actually pregnant and my due date was right around the corner from his grandpa's birthday, and his name is Papa Lee, we just thought like it all clicked together. Liana, Papa Lee, I don't know, it just started with the Lee and we liked that, so we just went with it. And then for the middle name, it was gonna be Nicole for the longest time. I've just always loved that name. And that is his mom's middle name, so we were always like, yeah, it's gonna be Nicole. But his mom doesn't like that name, so then we were just like, well, why don't we just name her Alicia or Liana Alicia? And so then we decided on Alicia because his mom's name's Alicia and it's spelled like Alicia. My mom's middle name is Alicia, so we just decided to go with Alicia. So her middle name was Nicole up until we went to the hospital. Like at the hospital was when it changed to Alicia. So her name is Liana Alicia Decoy Hernandez, or Alicia, Liana Alicia. I left it up to her to correct them when she's older, however she wants it set. So yeah, that's the story behind her name. How has your life changed since having your baby? By the way, she's so beautiful. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I know she's a little terrorist. She's something else for sure. But so I would say having a child changed my life. I wouldn't entirely say my life like it drastically changed. Yes, in a way, but in another way, no. I feel like it was my mindset that changed a lot more than my lifestyle. My mindset changed a lot because my priorities were different. I worried less about what was going on around me and more about what was in front of me, so my daughter, you know. So I would say that for me it definitely was like more of a mindset change than anything, because I've always been pretty calm. I haven't really been the type to be out and about, you know. So like my whole life I always knew wanted to be a mom fairly young, so I just always knew that. But yeah, so I feel like the only thing from my lifestyle that probably changed was my sleeping pattern. I used to be able to knock the fuck out and just be out for hours and sleep whenever I wanted to. And now I can't take naps. I constantly wake up at night because I'm just like, where is she? Especially when she was smaller, you know. Nowadays she'd be slapping me in her sleep and stuff. She's like, smack. We would always get smacked. I would definitely get smacked. But anyways, yeah, so I would say those are the major things that changed in my life since I had my daughter. And it has been 2 years now. As of January 5th, she turned 2. So yeah, I have a 2-year-old, guys. I'm 21 with a 2-year-old. And cheers to that. Okay, next question. Do you have any goals for 2020? I would say for 2020, one of my biggest goals is self journey, like a self-finding journey. I don't know if that makes sense. On a journey to find myself. And I'm not saying that I'm lost or I don't know what I want, you know. There just has been so much change in my life that I feel like it's time for me to focus on me so that I can be the best version of me for my daughter. So meaning so whatever I go forward with from here on out, I want it to benefit her. I want it to be all for her, and of course for myself too, because if I want good for her, I'm obviously gonna want good for myself. So I feel like this next year I just want to do things that I want to experience. For example, I've worked since I was 16. I've never like had a day off or time off of work besides when I was on maternity leave, but really that was like no time off because you have a baby to take care of. But so I've decided like my goal this year is to work smarter so that I can work less hours and budget and be able to save more money this year. I just feel like I'm on a journey to make sure that the next few years are set so that I don't have to worry about providing for my daughter, especially now since I'm on my own, you know. And of course I have the help of all of my family, his and mine, but it's nice to know that you don't have to depend on anybody and you can do things by yourself. It makes you feel good, and I feel like that's going to be one of the biggest things in this journey is proving to myself that I can do it by myself and I can do it on my own. So that's one of the biggest things this year, is finding me, whatever that means at this point, because you know, I'm still trying to find that. But anyways, let's move on to the next question. What are your long-term goals? So some of my long-term goals, definitely to own my own place, but I'm going to start off with shorter or smaller goals. So for sure, within this next year, year and a half, I would like to move out and get my own place. Even if it's starting off by renting an apartment, you know, it's a start. I just want to get my foot out the door and like prove to myself that I can, you know, provide for a household by myself. And of course, it's just me and my daughter, so it's not like I'm taking care of all these people, you know. But yeah, so one of, I'm gonna say long term is to purchase my own home one day, but realistically a little shorter, but still in the near future, would be moving out. So a smaller version of that goal would be moving out. And then another goal that I have is eventually to try to move my family out here, because I love it out here, but I miss my family. If you guys know anything about me, I'm very family oriented. So I love to be around my sister Lydia, because she's the closest, and my brothers, you know, like they come and visit me, but it's not the same as if they were here every day and I was able to drive down the street to their house, you know, or across town, because Reno and Sparks are so far away. But anyways, those are some of my long-term goals. Most definitely one of the biggest ones, aside from the ones that I just named, are to be able to drop more of my work hours. I would like to be more available to my daughter, especially now. So this year is definitely to find a way to be able to be more available to her, because now I'm all she has, you know, so I need to be there more. I can't be doing this 40 hours a week, you know, it's just so much time away from her. And realistically, I'm going to do it for as long as I need to, but my goal would be to be able to cut those hours or find another job opportunity that pays me more so I can work less, you know. So like I said, work smarter. That's what my goal for the next, or a long-term goal is for me, for sure. Also, when are you coming back to visit? Love you. So I'm from Santa Rosa, California, but I have moved to Reno Sparks area. It's been about a year and 2 months now. I love it out here, but of course my family misses me and I miss them, and I miss my hometown because, you know, I know so much people there compared to here. And anyways, so I'm gonna be going next weekend, so the weekend of the 24th, because I'm gonna be throwing my cuñada's baby shower, my sister-in-law's baby shower. So stay tuned, because I'm gonna record that and I'm gonna have it all on video for you guys. It's about to be hella cute, so I can't wait till that. But that's the next time I'm going, and I love you too. Question is, do you believe in karma? So I have to say yes, I do believe in karma, and the reason is because I feel like, okay, I'm only 21 and I've experienced a lot in my life, but I feel like one thing that I've learned in these years is what goes around comes around. So like, you're gonna do something to someone, just expect it to come right back to you, and maybe even 10 times worse. It's just the way that life works. Don't expect to not get anything in return, good or bad. But also don't do things expecting, you know what I mean? Because I gotta say, as humans, that's one of the biggest things that that's one of the biggest ways we disappoint ourselves, is by expecting. Anyways, that's not what the question was. So yes, I do believe in karma because I've seen a lot of it in my lifetime. Once again, I'm not that old, but because of that, I can tell you that it's true, because I've seen so much of it in my 21 years. So yeah, I feel like if it's common sense, if you're ready for it to happen to you, then go ahead and do it. But if you're not willing to suffer the consequences or have it done to you, then don't do it. It's as simple as treat people how you want to be treated, because there's no reason for you to think you're this you know, big bad person, your shit don't stink. We're all humans. At the end of the day, we're all fucking human. So, you know, if you're not ready for it to come back and bite you in the fucking ass, don't do it. That's all I gotta say about karma. Okay. That was kind of a harsh one. But next question, or actually it's not a question, but I admire how despite everything you still move forward. Thank you. I honestly have to say that I really I love when people tell me stuff like that, just because I feel like it gives me a reassurance that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But then of course I have my moments, you know, and it's okay for me to have my moments because this is something hard that nobody my age should be going through. But in life, you decide what's next. You decide, you have you're the only one that has control over what you're gonna do next. And I'm not gonna say what's gonna happen next because you're not always in charge of that, but you're definitely in charge of your reaction, what you are gonna do next, what you're gonna let it do to you. So I feel like that has to do a lot with why I carry myself the way that I do, and the reason why I've said that, you know, regardless of anything, I have to continue forward because of my daughter and because I want to be able to provide for her and do what I need to do to be a good mom to her. And now I need to be mom and dad for her. And I'm willing to take that on because I know that it didn't need to be this way. It didn't mean to be this way, but it is. And now it's up to me what I do with that, because there's no going backwards. Going backwards is not going to change anything. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Advice on how to be positive and keep it moving. So I would have to say this has such a broad, and it's so different for everybody and your situation on how to be positive, but I feel like it all starts in here. If you can tell yourself in here, I am in control of me, I'm in control of my thoughts, I'm in control of my actions, then you can train yourself and I guess cleanse yourself to be more positive. I have done everything from saging to trying to meditate. I've done everything to try to have a positive vibe. But even then, I have realized that it doesn't matter what you do to cleanse. If in here you can't be positive, it doesn't matter what you do on the outside. It's not going to get rid of anything. You may feel good for that moment, but if you're not willing to make a change within yourself and tell yourself, I don't give a fuck about what so and so and what them and their mamas gotta say, then you're gonna make it, because at the end of the day, no one has control over your brain like you do. You're your biggest enemy. You're the biggest person that brings negativity into your mind, along with all of the things that people say are right and wrong. That brings all this negativity into our head because now we want to be that person, you know? But I feel like being positive comes with a commitment to yourself. And like I said, it doesn't matter what you do on the outside. If in the inside you're not feeling it, it's not going to happen, you know? And to keep it moving, I always keep it moving. You always have to keep it moving. If you stop for anything, for someone or anything besides yourself, you have lost yourself in that moment. And I have to say, like, and I said besides yourself because it's okay for you to call it quits. I'm gonna call it quits today. I just need a day for myself. I need to go decompress. I need to go read a book. I need to go get a pedicure. I need to go get a massage. Whatever you need to do, it's okay for you to have those days, as long as you know what you need to do when you're done. It's okay to take a mental break. We all need them. We all need mental breaks. We all need to talk to ourselves and tell ourselves how much confidence we have in ourselves. And sometimes you don't believe it yourself, because let me tell you, some days I'm like, I feel so good. I feel so good. And I really don't feel good. But you know what? The fact that I'm saying it out loud and the fact that I'm believing it is making me feel better. Why? Because I'm in that mindset. So I have the mindset of keeping it moving at all times. If someone's there to waste my time, I'm gonna keep moving. Why? Because that's how life is. You know, you stop for one thing and it can distract you from everything that's about to happen. So with that being said, it's just life keeps going, and because of that you should, no matter what happens in your life, because at the end of the day, what are you going to do by going backwards or replaying that day or doing anything of that sort? What benefit are you going to get out of that? What is it going to do for you? No es pregunta, estoy segura que no será fácil, pero vas a ser la mejor mamá y papá que tu niña pueda tener. That was from one of my aunts. And I take a moment to give a shout out to all of the powerful women in my life. Because of you guys, I am the mother that I am. Because of you guys, I am the daughter that I am. Because of you guys, I am the sister, cousin that I am. And I'm proud of the person that I am, because today, after losing my uncle, my grandma, and my fiance in the same year, I have learned that tomorrow's not promised, and I want you guys to know how much I love you guys. And each and every single day, I'm gonna remind each and every single one of you guys how much I appreciate the influence you've had in the person that I am. I love each and every single one of you guys, and I really do appreciate you guys checking up on me, especially in these moments where it's so hard for me to even think about myself. All I think about is everything going on around me, and of course my daughter. Like, I haven't lost track of that, and I'm grateful for that, because I'd feel so horrible if I lost myself and therefore lost the mom that I am and lost everything that I am, you know. So ustedes me han enseñado ser la mujer fuerte, la mujer que soy el día de hoy. Ustedes siempre me han enseñado y guiado a ser una persona muy humilde, una persona muy amable, una persona que no se cree más inteligente, más bonita, más que nadie, porque al final del día todos somos humanos y todos nos tenemos que querer uno a otro, porque si no nos queremos, ¿quién nos va a querer? So I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and mom, sister-in-law, sister, grandmas. Thank you. Muchas gracias por todo lo que hacen por nosotros todos los días, porque si no fuera por ustedes, no fuéramos las mujeres, muchachas, las mujeronas que somos. But okay, I'm gonna move on to the last question. And that last question was, how did you explain to your princess that he's no longer here physically? So this is gonna confuse you, because it confuses everybody who asks me this question, but it answers it for me and for my family, and I feel like that's the most important part of it. But I feel like he has already told her where he stands. I feel like whenever she thinks about daddy, she knows where he stands. I show her videos of him, I show her pictures of him. She talks to him all the time, and she will always remember daddy. She always says, oh, it's okay. She sees, you know, stuff, and then she just automatically is like, daddy. She sees his clothes, daddy. She sees pictures of him. She always points him out and says, like, daddy. And you know, and because of that, I know that he's here. I know he's always gonna be here, and I know he will always watch over his princess just as much as I will always be after her and making sure that she's okay. So to answer your question, I feel like he has already showed her where he stands. I feel like he will always be there. He will always show her where he stands, and I know that she will never miss that part, because he truly fucking loved her with everything that he had, and she will always know that. And it breaks my heart, because I always think, you know, I wish that she had more time with him. I mean, of course, every day I wish that, but just for the simple fact of the feeling that he gave her and she gave him. If you guys ever had seen or experienced seeing them together, it would be hard for you to think about as well. It makes me so proud though, because every day I would tell him how much a good father he was. Every day we told each other how much we loved each other. That never lacked in our relationship, and I gotta tell you, that's what made us strongest. and it's making me emotional because I don't have that anymore, but I will always have that in here, and I will always have that. So I may physically not have that again, but I mentally, emotionally, in my soul have it forever, and that's what counts. So I'm gonna end the video here because I'm getting emotional, and I just want to say thank you to everybody. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I'm gonna link my stuff down below, so if any of you guys want to, you know, just reach out. I appreciate it. I'm not asking. So I appreciate everybody that's been in this journey with me. I will be having more videos to post soon, and I just want to say thank you again to everybody, from my family to friends to people who just started following me, because you guys have been there and seen the struggle of everything since, you know, the nightmare began. But we're gonna make something out of nothing with all of these things that have been, you know, horrible things that have been thrown my way. I'm just gonna make the best out of it because that's all I have left to do. And I don't want that to sound in a bad way, because I continue telling everybody, if I question why he was taken out of my life, I'm questioning everything, and it's entire I don't know. I'm questioning everything besides just the fact that he was taken out of my life. I feel like if I question that, I question everything. Questioning why he was placed in my life in the first place, and I don't question that. I'll never question why we had our daughter. I don't ever question any of that. So thank you guys for letting me share. I hope you like this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment and share, and please comment down below if you guys have any video requests for me, because I'm always down for those. I appreciate you all. For the sake of the video, I'm gonna drink as much as I can out of here to close this out. I love you guys. Have a blessed night. Be safe, be respectful, respect so you receive it back. Love y'all. See you in the next video. Goodbye. I'm still hella cold.